Guys, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. So today is Monday. It's Monday night actually. I am very exhausted. It's been a really long day at school, but that's okay because I will just go lay down, read, maybe watch something. Honestly, I just want to go to sleep. I'll first start with a reading update. So I'm currently in the middle of 3 books right now, but that might change soon. So currently I'm reading Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is a romance, I guess it'd be considered like mafia romance. But so far not a lot of mafia stuff has gone on. Basically it's an arranged marriage, and this girl, Ada, and this guy, Callum, are from 2 rival families in Chicago, and they are being forced into an arranged marriage because something happens at the beginning, and it kind of just causes a lot of drama for the families, and the fathers of both of the families are like, you know what, we're gonna get married, and it's gonna solve all our problems, which I really don't see how that would solve all the problems if they hate each other. Interesting concept. The writing, it's not the greatest, but I'm here for a fun time, so I'm taking it very lightly. So far, it's just okay. I'm not really blown away by it. I don't really care about the characters too much, but I wanted to see what this author was like, and so far it's just okay. But we'll see by the end. I'm planning to finish it soon, hopefully. I really don't want to DNF this. I want to do better at just powering through books. Sometimes I'll have doubts about a book and be like, I don't know if I like this, and then I'll be like, should I DNF? But then I continue on and actually ends up being okay. So I'm trying to get over those thoughts right now and just push through. But right now I'm on page 96, so that far into it. The next book I'm currently reading is Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. I literally started this today. So I got up to page 25, chapter 3. So far I'm really enjoying it. It's very interesting. It's basically told from the perspective of Ariadne, who's the princess of Crete. And so far we've learned how the Minotaur, her brother, came to be, and a lot of the history and what's going on in the world, or I guess their world, the Greeks' world, around them. Honestly, I don't know where it will go. I know Theseus will show up at some point because he is a main character in the myth of Theseus and the Minotaur. So I know he'll show up at some point, but I'm loving being in Ariadne's head and seeing her as a character instead of just someone from a Greek myth. The third book I'm currently reading is Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. I started this last week. I got up to page 31, and it didn't hook me from the beginning, and I just wasn't really excited to continue it. So if I have time, maybe I'll continue it. And I do want to read this eventually, but I just think it was a wrong time thing. I know that sounds like an excuse, and I put it on my February TBR for a reason, to get it done and to check it off my physical TBR, but I don't know. I just don't really feel a pull towards it right now. So I might put this on hold and just put it back on my shelves and try something else. But yeah, I don't really have bad feelings towards it. I'm just kind of I just am not in the mood for it right now. But that means if I'm not in the mood to continue Emergency Contact, I can pick up Icebreaker, because this was an alternate for my February TBR. If it was a maybe I'll get to it. So I don't know. I can't say I'm in the mood for this either, but maybe just one day I'll wake up and be like, I want to start Icebreaker right now. I'm not sure, but potentially I might start Icebreaker. However, I do say that, and I am very much in a fantasy mood right now, but I am gonna test out the waters for March, because I've seen a lot of people that I watch on YouTube do the TBR jar, where they put a bunch of prompts in a jar and then they draw randomly, and then off their TBR they get to choose a book to read that fulfills that prompt that they drew. So I'm intrigued by that concept because, like I said in my like February TBR video, I never really set goals for the month. I kind of am just like a mood reader. It's whatever I feel like, but I'm trying to get better at that. So I'm interested to see how, like, what prompts I would make and how I would go at a TBR jar. So that will be part of my March TBR, and I have to make up those prompts. So I think that's all I have to say for now. I might go read right now. I'm not really too sure. I'm kind of just in the mood to watch some YouTube, honestly. But I will update you probably tomorrow sometime. Valentine's Day is on Wednesday, and I already have some plans, so I don't know how much I'll like be filming this week, but I'll try as much as I can. So yeah, see you in a bit. Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Today I had work and it was so slow and I'm still exhausted. Like, after literally doing nothing all day, I'm so freaking tired. I did make some reading progress today, which was pretty nice. So in Brutal Prince, I can't remember where I said I was yesterday, but I got up to page 173, which is a pretty decent chunk of the way through. And I figured out I can actually read this really fast if I can like turn my brain off. So that's what I've been doing, and it's worked pretty well. The story, I think, has gotten a lot more interesting. It's involved a lot more of like the mafia aspects of what's going on, which I like a lot because I feel like it balances out the romance aspect of it. So yeah, it's not a bad story. I'm still not like obsessed with it, but it's all right. It's just okay. Excited to finish it and see what my final thoughts will be. I'm hoping to finish this like maybe Thursday. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so I'm not expecting to like film at all tomorrow. But Thursday, I'm hoping maybe I can finish this and get it off my plate. Also made some progress. This is Ariadne, by the way. I took the dust jacket off, so I guess I'll hold it like this. That's kind of silly. But I made some progress in this today. Only like 3 pages. I'm on page 27 now, so really not that far from last time. Yeah, I really don't have much to add since I didn't read that much, but I'm still enjoying it. So, like I said, I'm not expecting to vlog at all tomorrow on Valentine's Day. Like, maybe I'll take a cute clip of like my outfit, because I always try and wear something themed for Valentine's Day. But yeah, I'm probably not going to film that much because I'll be spending it with my Valentine, and we're going to cook dinner together and probably watch a movie, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. As it gets closer to my birthday, I'm expecting to be a lot more busy and like not have as much free time to film like as long as I want, but I still obviously am gonna make clips as much as I can. Like this weekend I'm super busy, so I don't know how much time, so I think I'm gonna make this vlog a 2-week vlog, and then I'll like have a birthday video maybe. We'll see how it goes, but I think I'll just plan to make it a 2-week video because like with the amount of times I predict that I'll be able to make a clip, it won't be enough to be a like decent 1-week vlog. I literally feel like I'm going delirious right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I think I'm gonna go take my shower, and then I'll probably have dinner, and I need to do homework like always. But maybe after that I can read some more Brutal Prince because I want to get through this bad boy. And no offense to Ariadne, but it kind of puts me to sleep, not because it's bad, but it's just a bit like slow, and it is such a contrast. Like, these 2 books are so different from each other. So I guess like I'm always in the headspace for this, like where I turn my brain off, but with this, I'm like, okay, I need to focus. Like, it's more like, not like intellectual, but just a very different change of pace than Brutal Prince. So I am enjoying it, but I have to be in the right, like, I have to be awake enough. So I don't think I'll read this tonight at all. Hey guys, my hair looks pretty crazy right now, but that's okay. It's because I let it air dry and then I lay on it and it gets all weird. But today's currently Friday. It's the 16th. Friday the 16th. I had a busy past couple days. It was Valentine's Day. It was so much fun. My boyfriend and I cooked dinner together, and we had a lot of fun. We had a very fun day yesterday. We went to the park because it was a bit warmer, and we took a walk, and then went to the bookstore. Didn't get anything though, because he's always like, you're not allowed to buy any more books until you read the ones you have, which is frustrating, but he's right. So it's okay. It was still fun. And then we watched a movie last night. We watched The Holdovers. It was actually really good, and I really recommend it. But yeah, I had school today, and then I went to the gym, and that's about all I've done. It's currently snowing right now. You know, it was supposed to be spring, like that's what the groundhog said, and it is like snowing right now. So that's unfortunate, but I just wanted to update before I go to my boyfriend's again. I finished Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I ended up giving it 2 stars. It wasn't like terrible, but I don't think it deserved a 3-star in my mind, because there are books I rate a 3-star that I actually like really like. This, I didn't like hate it, but I didn't like it. It's kind of just like, I don't really care. So I gave it a 2 stars. Like, there were things I enjoyed, but there were also things that I just was like, this is awful. I'm kind of disappointed. I don't think I'll continue with the series. I'm kind of bummed about that, because I was hoping it'd be a good like romance series I could get into, but I don't think I'll continue this series. I'm interested in some of this author's other books, but based on the writing in this, I'm kind of put off from them now. In Ariadne, I say that different in each clip. It's you're either going to hear me say Ariadne or Ariadne, so sorry about that. I made it up to page 43, which is chapter 5. This has been a lot slower. I think I said in my last clip that like it was just, I was like falling asleep, not because it was bad, it was just slower pacing, which is fine, but the writing in this is fantastic. And it's really just, it's setting the story up really well. So we're really getting into it now, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. I finished Brutal Prince. I'm going to start Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I am just really in the mood for a book that will give me butterflies, because Brutal Prince disappointed me in that way, and I've heard this is like just so much fun, like super fast, like everyone was eating it up. But that also came from Book Talk, and I've learned to not trust Book Talk, so I'm kind of worried. But it's a like college romance, like sports romance, and I think it'll be a fun time. I'm hoping it will be good. I am really in the mood for like a fantasy right now, but I think I'm just gonna stick to those 2 books because they were on my TBR, and I don't really want to stray from that too much since I've been doing really well with it. But yeah, since it's nearing the end of the month, I don't think I'll set any more like reading plans besides those 2. But March, I definitely really want to read some more fantasy. There's some I've really been interested in, so I'll show you those real quick. Okay, there was really only one. I realized that after I looked on my shelves, but there's really only like one fantasy that I've just been really in the mood for recently, which is Iron Widow. I got this like last year on my birthday and never picked it up, but it just sounds so interesting to me. It's like a fantasy, and it has like these like mecha suits. I don't even know what they are. I really don't know anything about this, but I've heard good things, and it seems like really underrated. Like, I don't see a lot of people talking about this, and it kind of reminds me of Amulet in a way. Like, not really, because they're pretty different, but just with like the mecha suits, like that's what Amulet had. So that's all I have for now. I don't know when I'll update next. I think I say that in like every clip I put in this vlog, but I just got a lot going on. So I'll see you the next time I update. Hey guys, I know it's been a little bit. I've been insanely busy, and it's only just gonna get busier. So yeah, the only times I've had to like update and genuinely like talk and film a really decent clip is at night after everything is done. So I apologize for the darkness all the time. So, and that I look like this because I just took a shower and like I'm ready for bed and stuff. But yeah, I just want to get it all done. A little reading update. It's kind of underwhelming, but with all that's been going on, I'm proud of myself. So in Ariadne, I am still on page 43. I don't think I've read any of this since I updated last. I don't know, I just haven't really been pulled to it. I'm still liking it, but I just have been in a more fun mood than like serious. I don't really know how to explain that. I really picked that up, but I have been reading a lot of Icebreaker, and I'm about halfway. I'm on page 229. I'm really enjoying this. It's just such a fun time. Like, that's the best way for me to describe it, is just fun. I really like both of the main characters, Anastasia and Nate. I really like them both, and I think they work really well together. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of drama happening, if I may say. But I'm really liking how their relationship is coming along, and it's just super cute to read, and it's just very enjoyable. I'm really, really liking it. The one thing I'm not liking is Aaron, who's a character in this, and he really pissed me off. And, like, I know it's, you know, for the story, but he's just so annoying, and I want him gone. Halfway through, I can't believe it. It might end up being the last book I read in February, just because it's nearing the end of the month, and I always have a lot to do near the end of the month, especially because my birthday is on Sunday, the 25th. So I'll be doing a lot this weekend and won't really have time to do this, unless I make time. Maybe on my birthday I'll just be like, hey, I just want to read all day. We'll see, but I doubt it. Hey guys, so I'm currently reading Icebreaker. I'm on page 287, which is chapter 33. So pretty far into this, I will say. I'm really enjoying it. It's gotten a lot more like interesting. Some of the drama I feel like has been kind of drawn out too much, and it's just like, alright, get to the point. But they're finally, like, the main characters are finally starting to come together and like realize things, and I think they're about to get into an actual like relationship and commit to each other, which is really cute. So I'm enjoying how they've progressed. Honestly, I have not felt motivated like at all this week. It's been such a weird week, so I'm sorry if this video turns out to be so boring, but I'm hoping to finish Icebreaker soon. It's been a pretty fast read so far, so I won't promise that I'll finish it before the weekend, because I think that's kind of unreasonable, but I'd like to, if I can, or at least get really close to the end. And I really haven't made much progress with Ariadne anymore, mainly because I've just been really sucked into this. And I won't say I'm like not in the mood for Ariadne anymore, because I am still like enjoying it, but I think I'm in the mood for like another fun type of fantasy book, like something with more like stakes. It's not that there aren't stakes in Ariadne, but just something more like action-packed I think I'm in the mood for. Hey everybody, so I'm officially 20 now. Isn't that crazy? I think it's pretty crazy. My birthday was yesterday. It was so much fun. I had such a good weekend. I had such a good time, but it just went too fast. So I'm sad it's over, but it's okay. So I'll still have some celebrations, like at work tomorrow. I think we're celebrating, and then yeah, might do some fun stuff later on. But yeah, I also got my nails done. Well, how well you can see this, it's like a light pink color. My cuticles aren't the best, but that's okay. They look cute. So yeah, I've, you know, been really busy this weekend, so I haven't really been reading a lot, but that's okay. I have been coloring. I've really been getting into coloring pages recently. Like, I'll just print them out from Pinterest and color them, and it's so much fun. I haven't been reading, but I plan to this week, especially because I am so close to finishing Icebreaker. I am on page 373. Like that much left. Just a couple chapters. So I really want to finish this tonight, hopefully. I think I'll be able to. I really want to. Just because I'm ready to be done with it. I'm really enjoying it, but I'm ready to move on. So, yeah. And then I'm still in the middle of Ariadne. You know, I've been reading this for a little bit. I just honestly haven't touched it. Again, not that I'm not liking it, it's just I haven't been called to it. So maybe I'll pick this up in audiobook. That might be easier if I find myself struggling to like sit down and physically read it, but that's okay. I'm just really in the fantasy mood right now. I'm interested in picking up a fantasy book. The book I really want to start after Icebreaker is Iron Widow, because this is a fantasy and it sounds really interesting, and it's a lot different from your typical fantasy that you see. It's almost like sci-fi too, because they've got these like mecha suits. Like, look at that. Isn't that awesome? And I really don't know anything about this. It's just, I'm just so intrigued by it. So I really want to start this after Icebreaker. So I don't know if that'll be tonight or tomorrow, but yeah, maybe get a head start on my March reading plans. If not, I'll just force myself to read Ariadne. I don't like saying force myself to read because it makes it seem like I'm doing it because I don't want to. I do want to. I think I need to sit down and force myself to it if I'm not feeling called to it, if that makes sense. I also did receive some books for my birthday, but they're actually right behind me, but I'm going to film a birthday book haul because I got money for my birthday, and I think I'm going to take myself out and buy myself some more books to treat myself for my birthday. Because why not? So, hopefully I can do that this week, maybe next week, and then I'll film a birthday book haul. I don't want to wait too long, but we'll see how it goes. It's like 70 degrees today, which is why I'm like in a tank top and shorts, because it's either been like 30 degrees or like 65. So I never know what the weather's going to be anymore. And the sun out and having it be warm today and me not have to like freeze to death and actually like sit outside and be comfortable, it was so nice, and it makes me so excited for summer. I'm so pumped for summer. So, all right, bye. Of this portion is root beer from Raising Cane's. So yummy. Root beer is so good. Actually, I can't remember the last time I filmed a clip. Sorry if you can hear the blender downstairs. Thought I'd give you some reading updates. So I'm on chapter 2 of Iron Widow. The first chapter is I actually really like what I've read so far. I can't say too much about it because again, I'm only like 20 pages in on chapter 2. But I'm really liking it. Kind of hard to explain what this is about, but for the most part we have this main character, and her sister was killed by her concubine pilot. Like, basically there are these big chrysalis things that are just giant robots, and it's set in like futuristic China, so they're like fighting these weird creatures using these chrysalis things, and in order for the chrysalis to work, you have to have a man and a woman in like kind of like yin and yang, like symbolism stuff. Sorry, this is not a very good explanation, but what happens a lot of the time is the woman will die at the end because the man uses too much power. So that's what happened to the main character's sister. She died. Actually, I don't think it was in the like chrysalis. I think it was like before it. I think she was killed some other way, but basically she was gonna be like a concubine pilot and she died, and so now the main character is going to avenge her sister and is going to become a concubine pilot for this really bad guy. I forget his name, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so it's a really interesting concept. I can tell we're gonna have a lot of like revenge, like vengeance plot lines, so I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. First chapter I enjoyed, but it just took me a while to like get in the zone with it, so hopefully I can like turn off my brain and just get going with it. I haven't made any more progress with Ariadne, but I did borrow the audiobook from my library because I think that might be what I'm gonna have to do. Especially since finding time to just like sit down and like read this has been difficult. I don't know. I feel like I've said a lot of different things about this book, but I just think the audiobook is going to be the way to go for me because I can listen to it when I'm doing something else, like driving. That will be really helpful when I'm driving. And then I also have a small library haul. It's not very exciting, but I have Murder in the Family by Kara Hunter. I put this on hold like January something, maybe last month, but this is a like mystery book, mystery thriller, I guess. It's such a unique format. Let me just flip through it. It's almost like a script, and then there's like news articles in there. It is so interesting to me. I have no clue what like the plot is, like the murder plot, but I think it has to do with like filmmaking, obviously, because of the scripts. And there's like a show that like opens up the cold case and like revisits it, and so now all the evidence is coming out and you like read through the evidence and like the scripts for the show. Apparently there were like hints dropped in the script. I'm not really sure, but I just think it's such an interesting concept. Like, I've never seen this done before, and I feel like I've seen pretty good reviews of this. And I'm hoping it'll be quick, because it's not like actual, like, you know, an actual book. It's more of just like solving the mystery through the script. So yeah, it's super floppy too. So in this book, I probably won't be talking about much, but it is a book for school. It is Life Among the Paiutes by Sarah Winnemucca Hopkins. I have to read this for her class, and I'm really behind in that class, so I kind of got to get on that. But it's only like 200 something, 60 pages. The font's not too small, but it's also like smaller pages, so I'm hoping I read this really fast because I have to write an essay on it. I'm really behind. I'm going to go take a shower, and then I have some time before I leave for my boyfriend's house, so I might read a little bit of Iron Widow or Life Among the Paiutes, because this I really need to get done, but this I also really want to read. So, but I also started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender again, not the live action, the animated one, because I love it. And I've heard mixed reviews about the live action, so I kind of just wanted to rewatch it before I give it a shot, and I don't know if I will because I'm nervous. I'm editing, and I just realized I forgot to film an outro. So enjoy this freeze frame of my face. And thank you so much for watching. I'll hope to have another video up soon, and I will see you in the next one.